Right, this is question 2b from the paper. Which paper is it actually? Let's have a look. It is the 2011 exam, which some of you are using for practice purposes. Just want to explain the producer surplus, or the idea of producer surplus again. And for this question, or the answer to this question, you don't really have to refer to the graph that they've given you above. It's just a matter of being able to define the concept of a producer surplus. Now, I've drawn over to the left here. You'll notice a market in equilibrium, and I've highlighted two areas other than the equilibrium price and the equilibrium quantity. There's an area shaded above the price and below the demand curve in blue, which represents this idea of consumer surplus. And then below that you've got the area shaded below the price and above the supply curve, which is producer surplus. And we know that a market in equilibrium is actually a market that's called allocatively efficient. So basically, the idea is that everybody's getting what they want. And consumer surplus and producer surplus are said to be maximized at that point. Now, even in this situation where there's a subsidy involved, we don't have to be concerned about the subsidy. We just want to answer the question about the surplus itself. So obviously we need to know the definition of a surplus then. So let's have a go at this. So in the market for early childhood education, there are a number of producers or firms or whatever, number of firms who can produce at a marginal cost that is lower than the market price. Producer surplus is defined as the difference or let's say the total difference, if you want, between what a firm is willing to supply, at what price a firm is willing to supply at, and what price they receive. Hence for the firms mentioned, a producer surplus exists. Okay, so really it's those firms that are in the green shaded area, those firms that can produce at a marginal cost lower than the market price. They are said to get gains from supplying that market. Right, I hope that helped.